Good evening, students. Today we'll start with Module 5. In the first class, we'll discuss determinant and its properties. So before moving to the determinants, first let us see what is matrix. Matrix is a representation of data in the form of rows and columns, and it serves as information processing tool to solve practical engineering problems. There are many different ways to solve a matrix depending on whether you are given linear equations, and many mathematical operations can also be performed, such as multiplication, addition, subtraction, and even inverse operation can be done. Matrix method can be used for solving the system of equations. For example, we can use row echelon method or elimination method to solve the system of equations. Now coming back to the topic determinant. So your determinant, it can be used to know whether the matrix can be inverted or not, and it is also useful in the analysis and solution of simultaneous linear equations using the Cramer's rule, and it can be used in the calculus, and it is used to find the area of triangles, and also in many more applications determinant is very helpful. In linear algebra, the determinant is a scalar value that can be computed from the elements of a square matrix and encodes certain properties of linear transformation described by the matrix. So now we'll discuss the main uses of the determinant. So mainly there are four uses. So the first one is the determinant can be used for testing the invertibility of a matrix. So we can say that the given matrix A is invertible, suppose if its determinant value is not equal to 0. So as you can see here, if determinant A is not equal to 0, we can say matrix A is invertible, and it is found using the equation A inverse is equal to 1 divided by determinant A. Suppose if the determinant of matrix A is equal to 0, then we can say that matrix A is a singular matrix. And this invertibility property, it is very important to the family of matrices A minus lambda I. Using this equation, we can calculate the eigen values. So here lambda is considered as the eigenvalue, which is multiplied with the identity matrix, which is subtracted from the matrix A. So here in order to find the eigenvalue, so here we had to perform the singular test property, that is we have to find the determinant of A minus lambda I is equal to 0. And this equation A minus lambda I is equal to 0, which is considered as the characteristic equation, has n roots and has n eigenvalues. The second use of the determinant, it can be used to find the volume of a box which is displayed in the n-dimensional space. So here we have taken a box which is displayed in the three-dimensional coordinate system with the coordinate values a11, a12 and so on. So basically there are three coordinate system: rectangular coordinate system, cylindrical coordinate system and spherical coordinate system. In the rectangular coordinate system, we can make use of the coordinates x, y, z to represent an element. Similarly, in the cylindrical coordinate system, we can use r, phi, z, or also we can use r, theta, z to represent an element. Similarly, in the spherical coordinate system, we will be using r, theta, phi. So here in this example, the box is represented using the cylindrical coordinate system. So here basically all the components, they can be represented using the rectangular coordinate system, which can be converted to other forms of the coordinate system. So here the rectangular coordinate system x, y, z can be converted in terms of the cylindrical coordinate system r, theta, z. So here as you can see, we have x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta, z is equal to z. So these equations shows the conversion of rectangular form to uh, cylindrical coordinate system. So here as we know, the second use of the determinant is to find the volume of a box. So here the volume, it is obtained as the product of all the three coordinates. So here if we consider a small element within the box, so here we can write dv is equal to dx, dy, dz. And the total volume, it is obtained by adding all the elements within the box. So here addition is nothing but the integration. So here we can write the volume is equal to integration over the differential volume. So for this system, we can write in the cylindrical coordinate system the volume as j dr d theta dz, where j is called as the Jacobian determinant, and it is the three-dimensional analogous for the stretching factor dx by du. The Jacobian matrix J, it can be calculated using the equation J is equal to determinant of dou x by dou r, dou x by dou theta, dou x by dou z. Similarly, in the second row, we can write dou y by dou r, dou y by dou theta, dou y by dou z by dou r, dou z by dou theta, and dou z by dou z. So here the whatever the equations we have taken, x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta, and z is equal to z, they can be differentiated with respect to r theta z in order to get the value of the Jacobian matrix. So here, as we know, x is equal to r cos theta, so substitute that value in the first row. So when we differentiate x is equal to r cos theta with respect to r, so here the differentiation of r with respect to r is 1. So here the left term is cos theta. So here in the first element in the first row will be cos theta. Similarly, when we differentiate x is equal to r cos theta with respect to theta, r is a constant, we will be keeping as it is, and the differentiation of cos theta with respect to theta is minus sin theta. So here the second element in the first row, it will be minus r sin theta. Similarly, in the third element of the first row, so x is equal to r cos theta, which does not contain any z component. So here r cos theta, it will be acting as a constant. The differentiation of a constant will be equal to 0. In the similar manner, we can differentiate y is equal to r sin theta with respect to r theta z, which will be resulting in the values sin theta, r cos theta, 0. And similarly, z is equal to z, so that will be taken in the third row, and it is differentiated with respect to r theta z, and it is resulting in the values 0, 0, 1. And using this, the determinant value can be calculated as j is equal to, so consider the first element cos theta as it is. So now leave the first row as well as the first column, and the remaining elements, that is r cos theta, 0, 0, 1, they will be considered as the cofactors. So here within the bracket, we can write r cos theta into 1 as r cos theta minus 0 into 0 as 0, minus of r sin theta. So here minus into minus is plus. So here we'll be getting plus r sin theta into. So now leave the first column, first row and second column. So here it is left with sin theta into 1 is sin theta minus 0 into 0 is 0, plus 0, 0 multiplied by anything is 0. So here it will be resulting in r cos square theta plus r sin square theta, in which r is common. So here we have taken r as a common factor. Within the bracket, we'll get cos square theta plus sin square theta, which is equal to 1. So here the Jacobian matrix value, it is equal to r. And now the volume of a cylindrical element, which was given as j dr d theta dz, is expressed as r dr d theta dz. So here we have shown that the determinant can be used for finding the volume of a box.